Have you ever thought of having videos for your service-based business? Whether you want to do behind the scenes in action as you're providing the service, or maybe a marketing standpoint to answer some common objections. When it comes to video, it is really awesome and a great advertising for your customers to get to know you, your brand, and really want to work with you by learning some tips and tricks along the way, and then a warm up to your services before you provide their offer. If you have been thinking about this and you're curious about how to edit the videos, I'm going to take you behind the scenes with me into Camtasia, which is my video editor, and I love it. It's super easy, user-friendly. As soon as you get used to it, it's definitely easier than a lot of the other tools, and I love it. But if that is for you, then I want you to keep on watching. If you're new here, hey, I'm Crystal from crystalbella.co, and on this channel, we talk all about how to start, grow, and automate a local service-based business. We have new videos every single week. However, we're in the middle of a 30-day video series, so make sure you give a little love tap on the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified. All right, so before I take you behind the scenes with me inside of Camtasia, I just want to let you know again that you can use it for a PC or a Mac, and it is really beginner friendly. You could save a lot of the assets that you create once, and you could reuse them and reuse them again, and I'll show you how to do that in today's video. I'll also show you how I take my chunks of videos and edit them in the fastest way possible. It's not a video that's going to go into the filming or the scripting, so if that's something that you're looking for, just leave a comment down below and let me know, and I'll be happy to go ahead and create another video going into that as well too. All right, so enough blibber blabber, let's dive in. All right, so once you have Camtasia already downloaded and pulled up, go ahead and click on Import Media. So all you need to do is either click on the individual clip or drag over multiple clips and click Open to import them. All right, awesome. So after you have imported these clips, I'm going to go ahead and place them on the timeline before I enter in my B-roll, because how I actually shoot these clips are, this is like the intro, that's the next part and the next part, right? So a quick, easy way to do this is just to go over all of them, and it'll put them in order so I don't have to read it and say, okay, this one is 256, okay, this one's 257, and then have to place them in order. When I just highlight them all, I will drag them to the first track and drop it. And it will automatically place it in order, so I'm not having to automatically try to put it in order. So first thing, what I like to do when I put it onto the track is to pull it all the way up and widen it up so I could see the volume levels and variation. Also, I like to put it all the way up to the gain of 250% right here. This just makes it even easier for me to see that variation and where I usually typically need to cut it. So I like to start editing from the back. I will import my B-roll after I get this done, just so I know that I have it ready to go, and it'll be a lot easier. So I edit backwards, so I'm going to pull all the way back towards the back. Awesome. So what I like to do is immediately jump in, and as you see, I'm just putting my little mouse onto the timeline, and I'm getting as close as possible to this variation right here. So I'm going to get really close to it, click on the track, and then click on this split button right here. So I'm going to click on this one and just click Control and Delete, and I'm going to come back over here to this next part, and I will get even as close as possible to it, even if I'm making a funny face. Because when you are doing jump cuts, it makes it so much easier and flawless when they are going in the going in order, and it'll all make sense later. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, click on this part, and Control and Delete. So you're just going to have to continue to scroll backwards till you see it again. So now we know that this one is a good clip. So I'm going to go to this next one and come really close to it, about right here. Click on the track, click Split. Also, usually right here. And click on the track and click Split. So now I need to click on this one, hit Control Delete, and this one and Control and Delete. So essentially all I'm doing is this last take right here is always the best shot. That's the one that I liked the best. So I'm just coming and clipping off all the silence. Click on it, Control Delete. Click on it, bring it the track line over to where I want to clip it. And oops, okay, so if it does that, just double click on it. Okay, and split this one. Awesome. Okay, so now I need to bring it back. All right, awesome. So now we have edited all of the clips that we had. We only had 3, so it wasn't a really big edit, but now we need to go ahead and put down the volume line to where we could actually see it. You could bring it down all the way now, and you could start getting those B-roll clips in if you want to now. I'm going to go ahead and just start it from the beginning and go ahead and do the editing process now from the beginning towards the end, and then I'll add in those clips once I get to that point. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. Okay, so I already have a spot that I edit for all my videos, so I typically like to add in this. I'm going to go up to my library. I already have a pre-saved folder of all the stuff I like. You could create this either here or create something in Canva, upload it, and just right click it and add it to your library. So I just said, hold on one second. Service providers, so I need to grab my service provider 1, bring it down, and click play. Okay, entrepreneurs, drag it here. Okay, so I need to find that last one where it's pointing. Okay, and side hustlers. So if you do have a little bit of internet lag, if you just put the playhead where you want it, which is this little line, and you right click on it, you can click add to timeline at playhead, which will automatically put it there if you don't want to drag and drop it. So I'm going to just go ahead to reposition these. And what I have done after I have, sometimes I change the colors to these. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on it. And on this right hand side, you'll see the color. I'm just going to go ahead and change it to white. Drag it all the way over. And I'm going to change it to 100 for the size. So just put that here. I'm going to do that for all of them. Click on it, drag it to that one. Same thing for this one, double click it, put it for 100. Click on the yellow and put it all the way over. Okay, awesome. So those were approximately where I was pointing. Awesome. So now we need to go ahead and push play. Okay, so this is when I ended saying side hustler. So typically at this point, this is when I will split all of these clips and go down in order. So you could either drag it over right here. So you drag it over to the line, or you can click it and just click split and delete the back half. So that way they all go off the screen at the same time. Awesome. So I'm going to continue to watch it to see where else we could put in the other branded assets that we typically use on our videos. Okay, so I typically put in my name somewhere around here. So we have our KB intro. I'm going to go ahead and just drag this onto the timeline. Awesome. And I typically like to put it in here somewhere around the second clip and have it line up on the end. Totally your call on how you want to do it. Okay, so I do mention Asana and Kartra. I can go ahead and add a text asset right here. So I'm going to click on the text part and right click add to timeline. So I'm just gonna go a little bit up more to when I was about to say it. So okay, right, awesome. Right there, drag my box over. Okay, so I'm gonna double click on this one and type in Asana and Kartra. So if I wanted to, I could have created these words inside or gotten the logos and stuff inside of Canva and exported them transparent. I'm just gonna change them to white and put it for the same type of colors and size that we did for the original one. So I'm just gonna put these up here. And I'm just gonna put one, oops. One Asana and then two Kartra. It just goes along more with what I'm saying. Awesome, so let's go ahead and just play it out again and see how it goes. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is my second clip basically after I have already showed them Asana, so I'm just gonna play it out just so I could see eventually on where I'm supposed to place the second B-roll clip, because I do have two. So I'm gonna just see where those are real quick, and if I have to, I'll split it right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna slide it over and bring the playhead over here. All right, so I need to go back to the media section right here, click on the plus symbol, click on import media, and grab in my B-roll. So I'm talking about Asana right here, but I'm also gonna bring in the Kartra one and click open. All right, awesome. So now I'm gonna drag in my Asana one and put it in here. All right, so I need to bring this one out to after this clip. All right. Okay. So I typically like to bring it down and try to slide it over and keep everything on one track as far as the media goes. All right, so I'm gonna come here, need to click out this end space right here. And if you want to do a gradual movement, if you hold down the central button and slide it, you could make the slower movements when it comes to sliding the playhead. All right, so I'm just gonna click the split and central and delete so it slides the track down, and then it goes into this one. Okay, so I'm gonna see if there's anything that we need to edit on this clip. Since the volume goes down significantly right here, I'm gonna check just to make sure that I didn't mess up and then restart the track right here. So let's see. Okay. So I'm just gonna check just because I'm not sure if I messed up on it. Let's check right here on this drop in audio. Okay. So it looks like it's good. There is some space in the beginning I do need to cut. All right, so that one's about the last edit for that B-roll clip. I'm just gonna click on this one and delete it. All right, guys, so I went ahead and cut out all the additional stuff inside of the, all the extra space and dead stuff inside of the extra B-roll. Now there is one part in this video where I need to go into Canva and add in a video mock-up of it in order to make it look really pretty. So I'm going to take you along with me into Canva in order to do a decorative preview of our course, and then you could see how I do that and put it back in here in the video. 1 second, we're going to go to Canva real quick. All right, so now we're in Canva. We're just going to come up here to create a design. We're going to go with YouTube thumbnail and click on this. Awesome. So we need to go over to this upload section, click on uploads, and then click on upload media. Then we're going to click on device. And we're going to find our clip that we want to convert, which is our orientation preview just for our course. Click open. All right, so that is going to go under the video section right here. So what I'm going to do real quick while that is just uploading, I'm going to go ahead and find an element. So I'm going to click on the element tab right here. All right, so now we're going to come down to frames. We're going to click on see all. All right, awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and find a frame that I want. I typically like the tablet view, so I'm going to grab the tablet, just make it big, center it. Awesome. And now I'm going to go back to our uploads, grab our video and put it into the tablet. Now I'm going to double click on it and try to make it stretch out to where you don't see the top URL bar and to where it looks really pretty. Let's do that about right here. And let's see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm possibly gonna go ahead and change the clip. Oops, let's put it back center. So I'm gonna double click on it again, and maybe I'm gonna go with the video view instead. All right, so our video is done loading, and so from what I could tell, Canva is not giving us an option to export with a PNG background, transparent background. So what we can do for that is to click on the background, click onto the colors, and try to find a really bright green if we can. So let's click on green and find the green and do that, and then we could use it as a green screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and also copy this color right here, code, and we're gonna download this right here. All right, so let's go ahead and import this by clicking on the plus symbol, clicking on import media, and clicking on our green download. Click open. Awesome, so we're gonna right click this, add this to the timeline with the playhead. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on the visual effects. And we're gonna click on remove a color and drag it on top of the green video clip. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and click on this one, and we could paste in our hex code. Oops. Paste it in. Awesome. So now that we have removed most of it, now we need to play around with it until all of the green is gone. So we're going to play with the tolerance, softness, and defringe a little bit until we can get it right. So sometimes if it doesn't work by doing that, you can just click on the drop down for the colorize and click on the little dropper and try to get it that way and see if that removed it. So sometimes you gotta just play with it. So now we're moving the tolerance up, and I think all of it was basically removed. Okay, awesome. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and drag it now to the side. What I want to do is just crop it to where it's more narrow and it's not so wide as far as that. Awesome. So now I'm gonna come back to the arrow. So I'm gonna put it over here. And it's awesome. So what I want to do is also speed up the clip. So I'm going to just take this clip speed and drag it onto it. And I want to speed it up at least 2 times. So I'm going to click on the 2 and see what that looks like. Actually, I might speed it up like 5 times. Awesome. Let's play this through and see what it sounds like. Okay, so one thing I did notice is I need to turn off the volume. So I'm going to come on here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and mute the audio. So if you come up here actually that you've clicked on it, you see it's still in yellow. I'm just gonna take the gain all the way down to 0. I'm gonna come back to the clip and I'm gonna actually speed it up even more. Let's say 10. Okay. So let's play that again. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it out. Oops. Actually, I can't bring it out because it's too fast. So I'm gonna go 7, see if I could just bring it over a little bit more about when I talk about it. Okay, awesome. So I'm happy with that one. We can definitely maybe switch it around, do some other stuff, maybe put it into an actual computer screen, put up the domain up top for it, and sell it a little bit more. But I'm actually content just from where it is right now, putting out 30 videos in 30 days. So I'm not going to be too strict on the editing and perfection. I just want to get it out there. All right, so now that we have done that, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to look through it and see if there's anything else I can add in real quick. All right, so a quick hack on our little clip real quick. We need to right click it and click add to library. Now this I'm gonna go ahead and save and call it orientation preview, oops. Tablet, because I'm probably gonna create more. So I'll just put it in there as a tablet. So now it's going to show up into our library, and I'm just going to drag it up higher and put it into our folder. Awesome. So now it's in here. So when I want to use it again, I don't have to export it, do the green screen, remove the audio, all that other stuff. It's already done and like that. So, all right. So one last thing I typically like to do is highlight the whole entire row just because I have another audio clip on there. I don't want to turn that one on. I'm just gonna drag over everything on this clip. We've got a lot on our timeline. Okay, so I'm just gonna highlight everything. I'm gonna go back to the volume and just make sure it's set at 100%. I know some of them are at 250, some are at 100. Awesome. So I do typically like to see the volume. I personally like to have it all the way up. So I will make one last round of turning all these up all the way, just because the way I record, I try to record it low so it doesn't pick up a lot of extra noise. So once I'm done with all this, I'm just going to click share local file and come down to MP4 only, 1080, and export the video. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as I took you behind the scenes with me as I was editing some of our videos for our 30-day video challenge. So if you have some other topic ideas, let me know. I'd love to create some more videos that are gonna help you out when you're starting or growing your local service-based business. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.